Here's our lesson on using narrations and timings in PowerPoint. This is where you'll get to hear the sound of your own voice like I do every single day. Our lesson learning goal is that you'll be able to use narrations and timings in PowerPoint. Our vocab is kiosk, those annoying things that you see in the mall, set up slideshow, record slideshow, and then group, which is going to be really important as far as objects go. Our objective is to use narrations, timings, and animations to make visually striking presentations. Alright? If you haven't already, pause me real quick and watch this little video on rehearsing and recording your own presentation. Make sure you pay attention to how to use the laser pointer tool while you actually record your narrations. Alright? Open up the practice presentation and it's going to look something like this. Alright? Internet safety for everyone. Record the slideshow. You have microphones on all of your headphones. So right here, you're going to see, and I'm going to go to this slide because I've already done this on a couple slides and I don't want to mess up my speaker. You're going to see record slideshow. And when you hit record slideshow, it's actually going to take you to this screen right here. It's going to record all the audio, everything that you are saying and doing, and it's going to stay out on the slide as long as you need it to until you hit the arrow down here. So once you're done actually reading the slide, hit the arrow down here and notice the timer actually starts over. Do that for the entire slideshow, and when you're done, hit escape or just go next to the end of the slide and hit yes that you want to save your timings. What it's going to bring you to is this little panel down here called the slide sorter view. Alright, and you can see your timings at the bottom of your presentation. So make sure while you're reading your slides that you actually give the audience enough time to digest what you're saying. Don't just fly right through it, and try to speak nice and clearly. Alright? When you're done, you're going to have these little speakers right here in your presentation, and this has your audio file on it.
Internet safety for everyone.
Yeah, okay. And what you're going to do is come up here to audio format. Oh no, it's under playback, I think. Yeah, it is. Under playback, and you're going to say hide during show right here. Hide during show. Put a check right there that says hide during show so that when you play this thing, it doesn't actually show. Alright? And what we're going to do is we're going to probably scoot these speakers off into these upper right-hand corners for right now. And I recommend doing that for all your slides. Go ahead and do that because this turns into a pain in the butt, especially this guy. Like all of him is like separate parts and he's totally like modifiable here. So be careful. Like don't make him bald and put him back together there. Okay. So we're actually going to group him together in a minute. Alright. Now we are missing some things. Let's add some transitions to all of our slides. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Transitions tab. Once I'm on slide 1, I'm going to go to Transitions here, and I'm going to do this, let's do Fracture. I don't think I've ever done that. Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's do Wind. Ooh. Or Page Curl. Yeah, I don't know about that. Prestige. Alright, and then I'm just going to say Apply to All. So now my transitions are on everything. Okay? Hopefully I didn't just mess up my timings, too. Yeah, I think I did. Probably not good. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. Oh no, my timings are fine. It's still 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh no, they're not. Everything is 4 seconds now. So probably not good. Probably not good. Don't hit apply to all. In fact, I'm just going to click this and re-record this. So let me undo that. Boom. There. So when I go to my transitions now, what I'm going to do is just hold Shift to add a transition, select all of them, go to transitions, and I'm just going to go ahead and let's just do the reveal transition. I don't care. You know, something like that. And then go to your timings and make sure they're not all messed up. They aren't. Okay, good. Alright. I'm going to cut that part out. Let's add some animations in the PNG files. PNG files, okay. PNG files are portable network graphic files, and they're really cool. These little yellow spaces right here, I want you to go to Insert Image, and I can't do this because I have this weird thing on PowerPoint here. If I go to Store, maybe I can actually open it up. I have these add-ins that I have to use, and I already have this thing added in, but for some reason it's not showing. So you guys can just use online images. Go insert and go picture, and just use the online images. And I want you to search for internet PNG or computer PNG, and I want you to go ahead and put some images here in every single slide. I want you to go ahead and put some images that are relative to the slide. So for this one, where it's talking about viruses, maybe have a little picture of a virus right here, and we're going to animate all that stuff. All right, so that's something that you can do that I can't really do. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. On slide 2, you're going to need to group the images on the right in order to animate them together. Start with the robot. Okay. On slide 2, start with the robot. Animate the robot. Set to after previous. Alright, so animations tab. I'm going to go ahead and just make him fly in from the bottom. Yep, just like that. Alright, and notice how I have my audio file right here. That's going to mess me up if I don't switch that. Right now it's on click. I'm going to say with previous so that it comes in as soon as my audio starts playing. Alright, now be careful because this thing, the laptop, there are 3 parts that need grouped together. So you can move the robot if you want. Right here's the laptop. Actually, there's 2 parts that need grouped together. Alright, so right here and right here, I'm going to hold Control and select the laptop, and then I'm going to go to Shape Format up here, and I'm going to go to Group. So now the laptop is one altogether, and now I can animate him and make him fly in from the bottom as well. Oh, he's already coming from the bottom. This guy is the hard guy. Alright, so I'm going to move the laptop out of the way real quick, move the robot out of the way. Oh, there's that other piece right there. I'm just going to delete that. It's a pain. So check this out. Look how many pieces are in this dude. So again, group him all together so we can animate him. Group, boom, animate. Let's go ahead and make him fly in from the bottom as well. Let's give him back his laptop here. Give him back his robot. Something like that. I don't really know what this thing is. That's weird. Alright, and now let's kind of play our slide and just make sure.
But I already know how to use it.
Oh. This. Timing. With previous. With previous. Okay? Just like that. Alright. On to the next. Set up the slideshow to be browsed at a kiosk. Alright, so under Slideshow tab, you're going to see Set Up Slideshow, and this is a test question. Right here, you're going to see Browse at a kiosk, which means it's just going to use all of our narrations and all of our timings. Ooh, let me also tell you this. If you ever want to change the timing to any of your slides down here, let's just say this one right here, since it's only on there for 0, you actually have to do that under the Transitions tab. Isn't that weird? But see right here, it says I have 0 as far as recording my slideshow. If I want to go over here and say and change the time just for this one slide, let's say I want to do like 10 seconds on that one slide right there, and then change this one to like 10 seconds like that too. Alright, so I can go through and fix individual slides, or let's just say I want like a minute on every single slide. I could set this one to a minute, which is way too long. Don't do that. Like 20 seconds and hit apply to all, which is what I don't want to do, but I'll show you what it does. Boom. Alright, but if I do that, my narration might end before, the slide actually goes on to the next slide. The beauty of going to Slideshow and record Slideshow is that it actually does give you the exact amount of time that you need before your transition occurs to the next slide, because you're controlling it as you record it. Alright? On slide 3, change the smart art so the last 2 bullets shaped are categorized under being harassed or bullies online. Alright, so this is a little review. Let's go back to normal view. On slide 3, smart art. Always open up your smart art here with the bulleted list and just press tab. That's all we got to do. Okay, and close that back out. Change the colors of the smart art on slide 3 to colorful range 4 to 5. So click on the edge of the smart art design, change colors, colorful range. That's 5 to 6, 4 to 5. There, and it goes with our slide nicely. Alright, make the robot on slide 5 fly in from the bottom. Robot, I think he's all one piece. Animations, fly in from the bottom. Timing should be set to with previous. That just means it's going to happen with the audio track here instead of after, because if it's set to after, the audio track would have to end before the robot would come in. Animate the graphic on the right hand side of slide 6. You'll need to group them before animating them. Oh, yeah, there's a lot here. So let's just go. Can I do one of these things? Here. I'm going to have to move the speaker. Oops. I'm going to have to move the speaker up here. Let's try selecting everybody. No. Going up with it? No. How about if I just hold control? Is there more than one thing? It looks like it's just 2 pictures here. Alright. Group them together. And we'll see if they are 2 pictures once we animate them. Specific animations. With previous. No, any animation we want, so fly in with previous. Oh yeah, see? With previous. There we go. Alright. We're almost done on slide 7. Reorder the smart art so the last shape becomes the first shape. On slide 7, open up your smart art. Open up your bulleted list so that the last shape becomes the first shape. You're just going to hit move up, or you can just right click and say move up. On slide 9, fill each of the green circles with smart art images of a check mark. So this is a test question right here. You're going to click on the circle itself. On your test, they have like 9 circles that you're going to fill with a check mark. Remember that format painter for that question. All you have to do is the one, all right? But I'm going to go smart art design. I'm going to go format tab, I think it is, shape fill, and then you're going to go down here and you're going to say picture. And right when you say picture, you're going to see check mark. I don't have a check mark, so just use picture and then use the online picture tools. I hope I don't really crash here. All right. Yeah, see, I don't really have any pictures here. I don't have the check mark picture like you guys do. But just use the online pictures and look for check mark, okay, and fill it. And then use the format painter to copy it to these circles down here. On slide 12, compress the image on the screen. Alright, so this is a review question on slide 12. Take the image of the robot, picture format, compress picture to on screen, 150 pixels per inch, and say OK. Alright, on slide 10, 11, 12, 10, 12, 13, 14, animate all graphics. You'll need to group them first in order to animate them. So it's just kind of the same thing. Like this thing here needs to be animated. 10, this thing here needs to be animated. This thing needs to be animated. Just about everything. These ladies need to be animated right here. Alright. Timing should be set to with previous. When you are done, save your work and turn this in via Google Classroom. Alright, so it was a lot of review, but in the long run, it's a pretty good lesson here. Make sure that you do turn this in and save it before you do turn it in, and just kind of give your presentation a nice look through. All the PNG files that you guys have here and these things should be animated. Go through and animate them all and make sure they all fly in one by one or fade in one by one. Make sure this is a really nice looking presentation. Everything should be animated. Everything should be classy, alright? And nothing should come in with a click except for the actual slides themselves. Actually, this is a recorded presentation. So you're going to record it for a kiosk, which means it's not going to come in with a click, okay? Make sure you have recordings on every single slide. and that's it.